RPF right now. Hey man, what's going on?
Finally, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Well, I'm upset at myself.
Oh, really?
First of all, I appreciate you guys doing this
Hey, yeah, no problem,
documentary
man. No
about
problem.
me. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, so what's bugging you, man?
See, I didn't want to see a picture video of myself because I hate seeing the old me. Nothing personal against you guys doing my documentary or anything. But I'm just a different cat, man.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
And I didn't appreciate Billy Jim saying, hey, if fans want you, you should get on here. Hurry up. I'm not doing that shit. I'm going to go where I want to go. Lena made that mistake a couple weeks ago. Do this. I do what I want to do. You can't even understand something. Most of my life, I grew up in a fucking ghetto called Chester.
Yeah, I was just there the other week.
I've had family members boss me around for years. Belittling me, calling me fat, this and that, giving me orders like a goddamn drill sergeant. And, that's why I react the way I do in my videos. What you guys see on screen, I keep saying this a lot, I'm going to say it here. I was worse off of it. I'm authentic, meaning that I'm real.
Mm-hmm.
When I started this shit 5 years ago, my life was fucked. I tried to kill myself at least 6 fucking times. And no, I don't give a damn I said that either. I did. I was homeless for for a day or two back in the day. I was almost arrested by the cops a couple times. I committed vandalism. I was a complete jerk-off asshole for the people. So it made sense to me to start this career 5 years ago as a desperate attempt to do something positive so I won't end up killing myself or going to jail.
Yeah.
So, I've made a lot of mistakes. I've stolen money from my own sisters. I've stolen money from my own uncles. I've stolen food, stolen cash.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I saw your older videos. It's quite it's hard to get through. I understand.
I've done a lot of fucked up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the point where my sisters and my family wanted me to die. That's how bad it got.
Yeah.
So next time, please, in the future, don't tell me to hurry up, get in the live stream. The fans are counting on you. I don't want to hear that. Because I'm going to get mad if I do.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry to do that. I'm laying down the law now, man. This is not the right time for me right now.
Yeah, I totally get you.
Yesterday was the 19th year anniversary of my mother's death.
Oh, wow.
July 28th of 2002. I'm 44 years old, and I'm still having a hard time getting over that.
Mm-hmm.
Next week is August the 3rd. It's going to be my girlfriend's 45th birthday. I appreciate, honestly, I can't believe Desert actually said he wanted to kick my ass. But you know what? That's typical, ain't it? Because a lot of people want to kick my ass.
I don't think he necessarily I think he was just joking more so about that. I don't think he meant that.
Where I grew up at, joking or not, I always consider that serious for where I grew up in Chester. A lot of people wanted to kill me. Mm-hmm. A lot of people want to kick my ass because of the bad shit I do. Believe it or not, this may come as a shock, but I've always not been this outgoing. There was actually a time where I didn't want to be on camera at all. As a matter of fact, so much to the point back in high school, in the late 90s at Chichester High School, Oak Wing, there was a picture day for 11th graders, and I intentionally missed it. Got suspended for that, but didn't give a fuck. I didn't want to be on camera because back then I was very shy and quiet. But then basic question, well, what finally changed? Well, it was my early 30s, but finally changed. I wanted to make a mark on my world, so nothing was good going right in my life. I attempted suicide, as I said, 6 times. I've been to, had mental health issues, emotional issues, I've been in hospitals left and right, mental hospitals, mental rehab. I've been through the ringer, And I'm so misunderstood, it's not even funny. I'm misunderstood of the person I really am. So right now, this is not the best time for me to be, quote unquote, nice. I mean, I try to be nice, but
yeah. Hey,
that's all right. Say what you want to say.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Doing,
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I don't want to feel sergeant, This is your show, and if you guys have rules, I'll listen to it. It's your program, but I must know and be.
Yeah, we don't have any rules here.
You do what you want to do. Whatever feels most comfortable.
I want to say this out. The desert, everybody I've ever pissed off. I'm sorry, but I can't go back in the past and fucking change things.
Yeah.
I keep telling my dumbass sisters that. I can't keep fucking, and my relatives. I can't go back 5 years ago and have a time machine and change things.
Mm-hmm.
Every day I think about all the stuff I've done in my career, YouTube, how I regret most of the stuff I've done. The time I, had a few with Desert or PR52, I really regret that. Bad. At first, when you guys were doing this, I thought it was going to be a Ranting Philly Fan smear job at first.
No, we're not about that.
Not. And I do appreciate you guys being fans of mine. Because for the most part, throughout my life, I didn't have any fans at all, except for my buddies and my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, that was it. Because I had a lot of enemies. Next week would have been Tony's 45th birthday in the program. And it's tough for me to watch Desert videos sometimes and really I wonder why, because they got wives.
Yeah.
I don't. I wanted a wife. I was going to have a wife. And tried to save her. She was a drunk. She was alcoholic. But I didn't care. I didn't care. I tried to save her.
Yeah. Is that what she passed from? Alcoholism?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that, man. It came as a huge shock to me. I feel horrible about it now still.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Aaron. I'm not as bad as people say.
No, I don't think so at all.
That I am.
Mm-hmm.
But damn it, if someone can tell me, do this in the future, if anybody tells me, RPF, you have to do stuff, RPF, you have to go in this live stream, I'm gonna fucking get mad. I want to kick that person's ass where it says it. Just tell me politely, okay, ask me a question, okay, RPF, do you want me to go to your room? If I say yes, I'll go. If I don't, I'll have a reason why I don't. Now, if I say, type of thing. But if I choose not to go, I choose not to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to be treated like an adult. I don't want to be treated like I used to be treated for 38 years, my 40-year life, being a drill sergeant. I can't take orders. Mm-hmm. I will fight anybody that wants to give me an order, even in a joking way. You guys understand something? Chester, I got shot at a few times. I got jumped, mugged, a lot of that shit. I'm lucky to be alive, growing up in that hellhole of a town.
Yeah, it's bad.
And it's a hellhole of a town. Mm-hmm. It's the worst city in this goddamn state by far.
It's crazy. Yeah, you get past the Chester sign and everything beyond. It's like stepping over a whole new world over there. It's crazy.
Yeah, which is why Ridge Park life is actually better now.
Yeah.
Living on my own. But at the same time now, I'm by myself again.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend's gone. I've been desperately trying to reconnect with my family, telling them I'm not the same guy I used to be. Like, I've been here for 2 years, and I still have no relative visit me in 2 years. And I'm missing out on their lives.
Yeah, man.
Every day. You see how the lights are out here? I'm in the dining room. When Tony was alive last year, it was always on. Ever since he's been gone, it's been dark. And I've done it intentionally being dark because that's exactly how I felt. I almost ended my career because of this shit. Earlier in the year, why was RPF not there? Because I didn't have a heart to make any videos. The passion is completely gone. Was completely gone. And to be honest, I still kind of feel that way now. I haven't dated since Tony died. I've tried to date, but it's not there.
I get you.
It's just not.
Yeah, it's hard,
man. As far as the death rumor goes, obviously I didn't start it. Some asshole started it. And I had been around for a month, for an entire month. I didn't know the EP saga and all this crap. I don't mean to bring him up on your show. But,
no, it's fine.
For a month I didn't go on YouTube. Well, I did go to YouTube, but not any Philly sports YouTube. I didn't go to Eagles YouTube. I took a long vacation to reassess my life.
Mm-hmm.
So for an entire month, that's why I wasn't on.
Well, I think that's what you need sometimes. Sometimes you just need a break from all that stuff.
Then I come to find out, oh, RPF's dead. How would you feel? Or anybody would feel? You go anywhere in public, person or on the internet or newspaper, and then you see, well, in this case, my nickname, my real name, William Thomas, but my nickname is RPF's dead. Wouldn't like that, would you?
No.
By the way, I deserve a lot of credit for not harping on that or even getting mad over that, which I should be, but I'm not. I am a little bit, but not enough to the point where I'm cutting promos on these people like if I'm a wrestling personality. But that was bullshit. People actually even died just because I don't come on here a month. It's ridiculous, but I almost quit my YouTube career because of my girlfriend's death. I still feel that same way now. The only reason why I do this still, I don't love doing this anymore. I do it because I have to. And I have to because I'm tired of thinking about my woman every 24 hours. Well, not 24 hours, but every single time I'm awake.
You would say it's like a vice for you. It's an escape.
Yes, it is. Think about what views I'm going to make, or how many views I'm in, or how many I'm at of Ben Simmons is a hell of a lot better to think about my dead girlfriend. Because that is very severely depressing.
Yeah.
When I think about that.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that video about me, and, I know he likes me. I know generally, I know a lot of, Eagles YouTubers do.
Yeah, he has no bad beef with you. He has nothing wrong with you. What he said in the live stream, purely jokes. He was just playing it up for the camera, undoubtedly.
And I'll say this: sometimes I don't take jokes well, to be honest.
That's okay.
Why? Because of where I grew up, and because of the family I grew up. I had a dysfunctional family. My dad beat the shit out of my mom a couple of times and tried to kill her. That kind of thing. And I don't care what I'm talking about. I don't give a fuss about thinking differently between me and everybody else. I don't give a shit I say this thing. I don't care. I'm honest. And besides, I don't like keeping things in. I don't want getting ulcers and all this shit. The more I talk about this shit, the less it bothers me. There's always been my philosophy on that. And some people are just built differently than others. By the way, anybody comment? Anybody can see this besides us?
Yeah, I mean we're live right now, but yeah, you keep talking away, man. Whatever
Anybody
makes you
comment?
feel better. No, it's just DX space 2. He said, well, this was unexpected.
That basic question, why am I on now? I guess I want to set the record straight.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate what you guys have done to put the documentary on me. I do want to get my name out there.
Yeah.
I do want to have more subscribers.
Here. Can you hear me, Aaron?
By now, I should have had a. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was just notioning to Mitch.
Yeah. Like you said, the documentary isn't a smear campaign. It's to put out there what you've gone through. It's to show respect towards you. We want people to know who you are. We want people to understand you. You know, be able to relate and respect.
Did you hear that? Okay.
Yeah, hopefully he did.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. And so that's why I thought at first it'd be a smear job because again, that's what I'm used to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smear. I'm not used to. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, I'm not used to people doing nice stuff.
Yeah.
Friends are my friends, but that's about it. I'm not used to people doing nice things. It's always an agenda. Let's get this guy. Let's get me. You know, let's beat RPF up, or let's get him mad. Type of thing. So that's what I'm used to. That's what I've been brought up.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, I've always been on a defensive mode throughout my life.
Yeah.
So, I know Desert likes me. I know 500 likes me. I get along with 500 pretty good. I mean, he's one of the reasons why I've become sort of popular. And, the reason why first of all, the reason why I haven't come close to my subscribers is because I'm having the channel taken away because YouTube doesn't like what I have to say. Because I like to be, R-rated. But the thing is I refuse to be corporate. Well, due respect to the people who do. As Desert said in the video about me, I'm old school. I'll say what I want in my stream and do what I want. And in my opinion, YouTube is trying to cater to an audience that likes Dora the Explorer, meaning 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds.
Yeah,
you're absolutely correct. This needs to be known. You're 100% right.
And with a person like me, see, I don't know how old you guys are, but I wish there was YouTube around when I was your guys' ages. But
hey, I'm a young fella, but I've been watching YouTube since 2006, and I know old school YouTube was hardcore, and I missed that time. I was 9, 10 years old watching stuff that I shouldn't have been watching, but I was doing it anyways, But
what I'm saying is, when I was a teenager, YouTube didn't exist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
YouTube didn't exist until the year 2005 when the Eagles choked in Super Bowl 39 against New England. So, and I was 24 at the time when YouTube started.
The platform's changed. It's changed dramatically, and some would say for the worse. I would agree with that too.
The problem why my channel hasn't taken off as it should is because I'm not up to date like the rest of these YouTubers. Meaning, I'm basically a mom and pop shop. Meaning, I don't have computers. I don't have a desktop computer. I don't have a laptop computer. I don't even have a tablet.
Yeah.
I just have a phone.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. In terms of, and because of that, I can't do what Desert does. I can't do what Joey Shakes does, or Philly Jim, or Philly 500. Have these green screens and these fancy ass microphones, and able to put pictures, or of an Eagles logo or a Philly Sports logo or videos. I can't do that because I don't make much money and I don't have a credit card. Mm. So I have to pay my rent, use the money sensibly, or to get food for myself. So unfortunately, I can't be up to date like I want to be up to date. But at the same time, I'm not going to be an irresponsible jackass and go forget the rent and forget the electricity bill and just say, let's get this screen. Let's get this fancy microphone. Let's get this. Let's get that. You have to set my priorities straight the way it should be.
Yeah.
But then the reason why my channel hasn't taken off, I don't have any fancy features. fancy equipment. It's it's just I'm a mom and pop shop. I'm just using the phone. I press the record button and upload it. Or like we're doing now on Facebook chat or StreamYard. I use the phone for that, and I'm on there. So that's it. That's why the other Eagles YouTubers have taken off, and that's why, despite the fact I got a big name and this and that, why I don't have many subscribers. But
I'll tell you what, I respect your style, man. I like your style. I mean, we're kind of the same way. I mean, we just have our phones and stuff. There's no fancy audio quality or anything, and we're just kind of rough bass, But yeah, I respect it.
I appreciate
like
that.
I said before.
Joey, like I said, I think that's what likes me. Think I don't know if Billy Jim does, but I know Joey doesn't. I know Joe, me and Joey, but I know Billy Hunter likes me. Obviously, Big D likes me, and I like Funky. We get along. Funky 1991, we get along well, and Billy Joel get along with him. Get along with a bunch of Eagles YouTubers, and then of course there's some that I don't get along with, like Timmy, and I'll trust that. I mean,
Yeah. What was your response to the whole Facebook thing? He had a Facebook video. Like, what the heck was? I don't even know what that was about. It was very out of the blue.
What, I didn't hear the question.
Did you see his Facebook?
He accused you of hacking.
He accused you of hacking.
Well, I don't hack. I'm not exactly a computer tech wizard.
That's what I said. Yeah.
I'm not a hacker. I can't hack you if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm not belittling myself. I'm not saying I'm dumb, obviously, but I'm not real smart either when it comes to this. I tried that Zoom thing. Get to that Zoom thing. I'm not, I'm 40 years old. I'm not teenagers. I'm not in their 20s. I'm not a computer tech savvy person.
Yeah, I get it.
I can't have anybody if I ever try. I don't know people's passwords and serial numbers and numbers or letters or whatever the fuck. I don't do that. Even if I wanted to do that, I'm not that smart to do that. So he's wrong on that one if he's accusing me of being a hacker. A lot of things I've been accused of before it grew. I've been bullying people, and I have. Vandalism, yeah, most of the stuff is true. But the hacking stuff is, I've never hacked. Can't even do it if I wanted to do it. I'm not smart enough to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there is completely false.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I bullied Timmy, and I don't regret a bit of it because, to me, he's just like badmouths people. He's like he had this attitude about him. He's a kid. He's 6, 7, 8, 19. They just had this major attitude against the world, like the world owes him something, type of thing. Of course, Eagle points of dislike from the get-go. He once accused me of saying that I wanted to see Carson Wentz get injured. This is back in 17, which is completely just because why would I want Carson Wentz to get injured when I want the Eagles to win a Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. That's the logic for you. Jimmy has, but
would you ever?
People, man. I mean, I saw the dead. You asked about similarities. The only similarity between me and him is that we say about the wrong stuff. But that's where the similarities end.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, to me, he's not much of an Eagle fan, and he's misspelled Eagles' names like Fletcher Cox and stuff like that. And I don't appreciate that. And people like him, he used to mock people for not having many Eagles jerseys or jackets. And I'm like, I'm not exactly in the rich category, so I don't have to have a lot of merchandise. Just because I don't have many stuff doesn't mean I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
So that's my issues with Jimmy. As far as why that name came about, I didn't invent it or came up with that. Nathan Bristler did.
Mm-hmm.
3 years ago, we found out his last name was Kimball, his real last name. So we were talking to my live chat back then, and just Chris were talking about Full House, the show with Timmy Kippler, Michelle Tanner. So then we put two and two together, and he decided to say the word Timmy and cut out the word ball and replace it with the letters M-Y with the K-I-N-M. We all thought Timmy was a pussy anyway, but the way he's acting in his ridiculous queer videos. Again, I'm old school. Look, I'm going to say these things, but,
I saw your video on another channel. It was Kimmy's gay dance. That was a pretty funny video.
Yeah, so that's what happened with that, and ever since then, it's it's been a one-sided feud. I've dominated him, and every chance to trash talk, whatever, this stuff. But I haven't. You notice I haven't made any videos about him.
Yeah.
Lately. And because of Desert, ironically, because Desert, a year and a half ago, he asked me politely to kind of take it easy on Timmy because he says Timmy's a kid. He hasn't had the easies growing up, so to speak. And I actually listened to Desert. And I didn't diss Timmy for over a year because I do have respect for Desert, despite bad issues.
Mm-hmm.
I think Desert's a great father. I think Desert's a great man. I think he's a great Eagle fan. I think he has a great channel. But it's sometimes friendships go up and down.
Yeah.
1 minute you get along with somebody, and the next minute you don't. But, there's some people you're going to click with, and then there's some people you're not going to click with, then there's some people you are going to click with at the beginning, and then it turns sour after that.
Mm-hmm.
So for the most part, it's been cool. And, I've got a lot of respect for Desert in every way, shape, or form. It's like I've got respect for Big D and Philly 500 and others, So,
yeah.
I don't mean to do the bad stuff, say the bad stuff I do, but same token, like lately, I've this been so much, that really bothered me what happened with the Purple Freaks, going to art museum steps. It's like to sit on a sacred ground.
Yeah.
To go to the art museum steps and do the skull chant and whatever that is, and then do the purple uniforms and Rocky Balboa statue. I'm like, that to me was a major insult, a cheap shot at the city of Philadelphia. We didn't do anything wrong to those people before that, and I just thought it was way out of line. So ever since then, yeah, even still, I have changed somewhat. I have, but yeah, there's times I still say, hey, I hope this Purple Freak fan died and all this stuff. And you know what? Yeah, I do mean it when I say it. I don't care. Because, look, I'm not afraid to say what I want to say on my own channel. And to me, they hate Philadelphia. That's the thing. Anybody that hates Philadelphia, I'm going to hate you. It's Philadelphia's my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
I take great pride in Philadelphia fans because I want myself, and I always defend Philadelphia fans to the hill. Whenever somebody trashes the fans, like Dwight Howard, like Danny Green, like Ben Simmons, and others, I go in their Twitter pages and diss the hell out of them, and diss the hell out of anybody who diss Philadelphia fan. And that's what I do. But I have changed a lot. I really believe I have.
I would say
you don't see me with knives anymore and dangerous weapons anymore. And
it's been over a year since that stuff's taken place. So yeah, you've definitely you've changed a fair bit. Yeah.
Yeah, because my girlfriend changed me.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what Joey Shakes was saying too. I think Joey Shakes said the same thing. Like, you need that kind of change in your life to change you.
Well, I've had girlfriends before, Tony, but it was different with her.
Yeah.
It was like, as a man, in a man's life, like, when you found the one you want to be with for 30 years, that kind of thing, I did. I found the one that I wanted. And it was a mutual thing. Unfortunately, fate had other ideas.
Yeah.
But while it was going on, she actually saw a few of my videos and was completely appalled by the things I was doing. So, I was like, yeah, I was out of control,
Oh, okay.
shouldn't have done that stuff. So basically, I spent more time with her and less time doing this when she was around.
Yeah.
And when she died, instead of being angry at the world, I became depressed, more so than angry, which is another reason why you see me with these outlandish, angry videos that I used to do for the most part.
Yeah.
It was more me being sad, which I'm still in now, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, yesterday was the 2-day 19th anniversary of my mom's death. And next month, it would have been my girlfriend's 45th birthday. And so I just want to say the next time, I don't want anybody to tell me, don't do this, don't do that, you should do this, you should do that. If anyone wants me to go in the live stream, all that is just ask me a simple question. Any Philly fan, you want to go to our stream, or you can if you want, type of thing. And if I say yes, then I'll go. Unless it takes mine for something, or I say I'm not going to go, and I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. This is not a good time for me to be. Investor. I don't know if you heard of this guy, Investor Letter Kate, or whatever his name is.
I don't think so.
He made a joking threat last week because he's a Carson Wentz. I hate Carson Wentz. I can't be Timmy's a Carson Wentz fan, and basically Investor threatened to kick my ass, but he's saying it's joking with me. But I just totally pissed the hell out of him in the video I did last week because I don't want to hear that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I'm like, this is not the right time to be making joking threats.
Mm-hmm.
Because I take that seriously. Why? Because of where I grew up.
Yeah.
And because of my background.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's, so that's the thing, if people treat me with respect and don't boss me around, I'll treat you with respect.
Yeah.
As MC Philly puts it, one of my loyal fans, I am a nice person unless you piss me off.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can be brutal.
Yeah.
But I try not to be brutal, and I don't want to be brutal. I want to be nicer now to people. I really do. I want to have that image of being accessible to people and being nice to people. At the same time, somebody's going to call me back. If somebody's going to insult me, I'm going to insult back. Yeah. I'm not going to play the turn the other cheek game or, that type of thing. I'm like, I'm not that guy. Never happened, that guy never will be that guy. But the difference between me, RPF now, and let's say last year, years before that, is I don't go looking for trouble. I don't start it.
That's true. Yeah.
Is it okay if I ask a question?
Yeah, Mitch. Yeah, Mitch wants to ask a question real quick.
Is it all right?
Yeah, you're good.
It's about, is it true that you took on a high school football team? If you don't mind answering that question.
Well, no, that's not true. But the story here, Mitch, is I used to live at Widener University 5 years ago, and my life was really fucked up. It was bad. And I actually made threats to beat up college boys and guys. I made a challenge the entire football team of Widener said I would kick their ass. I was saying stupid shit. I was saying things like, I'm a real big man on campus around here. You guys are a bunch of bags. Openly. And I used to be jealous because I used to live across the street from Widener's baseball field in Chester.
That's right.
And Chelsea, Sean, and Danielle. There was the sorority sisters. And they would have 60 to 70 people in their house. It seemed like every week, making loud noises. Meanwhile, at the time, I'm 34 years old, 35, and they're playing music that I hate. I do not like any stupid. I like listening to music I grew up with in the 80s and the 90s. And I felt like I was an old man being in that campus and not getting and being, getting a lack of sleep and all that stuff really sucked. And I kept being awake. So, needless to say, the more out of control I got. So, yeah, I mean,
sleeping pills.
Fight a high school football team. I didn't fight a college football team, but I did make threats to the college football team.
Gotcha.
That part was true.
Yeah.
Never into that, but that's how big of a jerk I was back then.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care. The biggest jerk moment I think I ever had in Widener was in 2017. I had a big argument with my family. They threw me out of the house. So again, which has happened a lot because of my bad behavior. So I go outside and I see these college girls laughing, carrying on, going to class. And I just lost my mind. I started threatening to beat the hell out of these people. And these girls are calling me tons for being nasty and rude, calling everybody out. And I was throwing shit at them. I mean, it was bad. I was kept getting madder. I kept thinking about my mother. How they got moms and I don't. They got dads and I don't. You used to have this. You used to have that. They're getting all scot-free. They don't pay their dues for nothing. You do. Their life's better than yours. I just lost my mind. To the point where I saw one of the neighbors who was not a college student. And one of the neighbors who wasn't a college student, had a big, gigantic dog. And I'm scared of dogs. Big time. Even little puppy dogs, I'm scared of.
Now, is that from a child experience, I'm guessing?
Yes, it is, because I'm a big dude, they all bark.
Oh, okay.
And they all want to eat me because they think I'm a big, gigantic animal. So, because of that, I'm scared of dogs no matter what time there is. But I was so in like in a trance, or what do you want to call it? Such a pissed off state. I saw a big, huge dog that if I was my favorite mod, I would have ran in fear.
Yeah.
But I was so pissed off at the college student and my family that I barely even noticed the dog. I could have fought Mike Tyson the way I felt, or Anderson Silva, which was the UFC fighter that day. That's how much courage, or I guess you could say, I had then. I was out of control then. Way out of control.
Mm-hmm.
Partying too much, this and that. I was, threatening people. I vandalized people's homes. I would, throw eggs at the Curry girl's house. Throw beer bottles. I was a complete jerk to people.
Now,
back then, actually, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. What's your relationship with Catfish Charlie MD? We were talking on the phone. He said he got you some help one time. Is that true?
Wait, who?
Catfish Charlie. Do you know who that is from Twitter? Catfish Charlie.
Catfish Charlie?
Yeah.
If you mean what I think you mean, that mean Charlie Alexander?
Yes.
Maybe.
Charlie Alexander.
I don't like that guy, man. We don't get along.
Oh, okay.
We don't get along because I used to make fun of his friends years ago on Twitter named Lisa Dumpy and Rookie425.
Mm.
And he stuck his nose where it didn't belong. He tried to play the knight in shining armor. He was dissing me, threatening to kick my ass 5 years ago. And, because I kept dissing Lisa Dumpy and Rookie because they hate Eagle fans like me who are real Eagle fans who call the Eagles out on their bullshit if they're losing. They're only positive fans. First of all, explain that. I hate those bitches in the first place because they made a comment. When Kirk Cousins threw for 400 yards against the Eagles in November or October 15, I was looking at Twitter to see the comments. And I come across these comments. These women are saying about, hey, if you're not wearing Eagles gear, you're not a fan. If you criticize the Eagles at all, you're not a fan. And I lost my mind when I read that. I was like, how dare you bitches? And at the time, the Eagles had never won the Super Bowl yet. And I'm like, 27 years at that point, and none of it. So I made it my personal mission to make the lives living hell. I did. I admit I did. And, I dissed them. I called them bitches, losers. I kept using other street names to harass them. I was a jerk off to them. And, Charlie Alexander decided to play the knight in shining armor. Think his nose where it didn't belong. So he threatened to kick my ass, and I threatened to kick his ass. Then the motherfucker, I found out his real name. Then I threatened to expose him to his wrestling coach at the school he was teaching, or I threatened to basically ruin his job, so to speak. So I was going for the jugular with this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if it's a challenge, I take on the challenge, the physical challenge. And Charlie wanted to kick my ass, I wanted to kick his ass. I told him, not only am I going to beat you up, Charlie, but I'm going to make sure you get fired from your job. I told Charlie, I'm just going to look on you when you try to pick a fight with somebody like me who has mental problems.
Mm-hmm.
The people in the upper, school are not going to take that well. You hire their principal or the superintendent in your school, if your wrestling coach is not going to take it well when you're trying to pick a fight with somebody who has mental problems. And you're supposed to be a mature coach. So that's where that explains the Charlie's thing. But Charlie didn't get me any help.
Oh, okay.
No.
Gotcha.
That's cool.
Because he was talking to me on the phone. He said that he was, because he went back and forth with sides. Like at one point he was with Alyssa. Like I know that whole feud. Brookie actually blocked me on Twitter recently, which is super bizarre. I asked her if she wanted to do an interview, and she just answered with blocking me. But he said that he switched back and forth, and at one point he called a rehab and stuff. So I was just curious if he.
But that I don't know. If he called rehab on his own accord, that I don't know. If he did that, whatever. But that's the first time to be here.
All right, I was just curious if he had like an effect on anything personally, but
yeah, no effect. No, because I did not. If this happened, I didn't know that's just that.
Gotcha.
He had no effect. No.
Okay.
I was already going to rehab in the first before that.
Mm-hmm.
I was seeing psychiatrists and therapists before that. So, Charlie didn't do that.
Yeah.
So, I was already getting help before that.
If you don't mind me asking, are you seeking any help now with any emotional things going on?
Yeah, I'm getting help from this group called the ACT Team, and
that's good.
And Swatmore. They're the ones that really help me out in my life, and they're the reason why I'm living on my own out of Chester.
Yeah.
And living in Ridley Park, and they've helped me so much, and my life's a lot better now. And I went from living in the worst city in the state, Chester. I lived in that town 75% of my life. I went from living there to go from there to now I'm living in one of the best cities in the state.
Mm-hmm.
It's Ridley Park. I got it made here.
It's a nice town.
There's so many stores around here. It's pathetic. And I don't mean the word pathetic in a bad way, of course. I mean in a good way. I mean, it's great.
Yeah.
There's so many stores around here. People like me, who grew up in Chester, don't get to be in places like this. But thanks to the ACT Team's help, they help mental people with emotional problems, people who've been in emotional mental rehab, like I have been in a lot of places. And, they felt 5 years ago that I would be a fit in their program, and at the time I desperately needed help. Because I was on the verge of killing myself back then. So it was like a last resort thing. They helped me out. 5 years later, life's a hell of a lot better now than it used to be. And I credit them for that,
That's good.
The unfortunate part is that, except for my girlfriend Tony, two of my buddies, they see me sometimes and come over. Once they visit me, but most time they call me up, but they think it's so ridiculous that I still have not had a relative come here yet. Not one single relative come by to see me, and I've been here now nearly 2 years.
Yeah.
Because they're still having doubts that I've changed.
Mm-hmm.
And they still think I'm the same person. But see, earlier I just got upset at, I see Desert's video. It was, I don't know, man. It was like reminded me of the past stuff I did to my family, and how regretful I am for that. I've burned a lot of bridges in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, don't stress it, man. You're on the right road. You're on the right path.
I'm trying my best, and that's what I'm doing. Because in my career, I go whenever I want, and I do whatever I want. I say whatever I want for the most part. But I just go when I want to. But I don't like. I mean, I don't like doing this channel a little bit, but it's more so I have to.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks. It's just like I feel like one of the main reasons why I don't love to do this channel like I used to is because YouTube has way too many rules, which I hate, and the fact that the teams haven't well lately at all last couple of years has been a big factor. Also, it's been a big factor that my channel is not taking off like a million subscribers like I would hope. Not a lot of it is my fault, obviously, because the things I've said, the things I've done, and the videos I've made. That's part of it too. I feel like I should have had whole lot of subscribers by now, but I've had to restart my channel because of bad things I was doing and bad things I was saying. But, I do this now mainly because I'm happy to do it. It's just not as doing this career. It's not as fun as it used to be because of all the stuff I just said. And if Philly sports were a lot better, I probably would feel differently. But unfortunately, Philly sports completely sucks at the moment.
That's the other thing too. You're having those doubts with the Phillies and stuff like that. So I completely get it. It's hard to keep up with something when the topic you're passionate about isn't achieving to its highest.
The one thing I would like to say is how come, last year I was in this beef with the War Series crew. Why was there a beef?
Oh, well, let me be the first to apologize about all that. Okay, so let me tell you what our little story is. Have you seen the first documentary, or are you still staying away from that because of
I'm still staying away from that. I don't see myself like that, man.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, so we found you, when was it? It was like October, and we were into like stream rating and stuff, and we didn't know anything like deep and personal about you up until I want to say this February, maybe February. So up until that point, we kind of went and I don't know, we stream rated your channel. So we would just do things to aggravate you, which I apologize personally for. I know Mitch does, because we've also changed. We've burned the bridge, I think, at this point. And I think now we really just want to show what who you are behind the screen. This is something people need to know, not only when they're going into your channel, but other people's channels. I think it's a mistake that many people make, taking someone for advantage and abusing YouTube. And I think at this point, I think we've all matured and we've grown. So it's all water under the bridge with us.
Well, to be honest, you guys should have come at me first in a nice way, telling me you want to do that. I would have said yeah. I would have done it.
Well, we didn't.
But you guys got out. Because I don't take no bullshit. You guys found out, that I defend myself. Because, I fight. And I'll fight anybody and beat anybody up. That's my attitude. Just like my background was.
Yeah.
I fight for myself. There's another thing I'm sick of in this world, by the way. There's people out there who never defend themselves, let themselves get punked, and they never do anything about it. I have no respect for those people. I defend myself, and that's what happened there. I don't take no shit from nobody, including from you guys. And that's why you guys should have came at me and said, "Hey, RPF, we'd like to do this documentary on you." I would have said yes in a second.
Well, the documentary, we didn't plan it. We had no idea we were going to be doing it up until we stopped, trolling. So that's when we changed our ideology, and we were like, you know what, let's take the mature step to, change. So that's what we did. So yeah, but afterwards,
Yeah, I'm just saying, you guys found out that RPF doesn't play.
No, that's true. Oh, we found out.
And not just you guys, but Brandon Rogers, other people, everybody, like, I mean, I've had a lot of bitterness in my life, and I let it out on my YouTube channel.
I have to.
My personal life, it's almost got me shot a few times.
Oh wow.
So I'm a loose cannon, at least I used to be anyway. I don't back down for no challenge. I don't back down for nobody.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Especially now,
Yeah, 100%. Well, I also have to say, I think it's also, for us at the time, it was a reaction-based entertainment. I think, like, I respect you standing up for yourself. I totally get it, like 100%. But I also think it's the way that maybe sometimes, like, that you present yourself, like, with the refrigerator bit, that's also something, like, for people who were like us at the time, want to continue to see. That's what, again, at the time, we were striving to see. So, I mean, I just want to say, maybe keep that in mind when going about the way you take criticism and trolls and stuff like that. It definitely would be a helping factor to decrease some of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna be myself.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't mean to hit refrigerators. But at the same token, if I'm upset about something like the Sixers frizz, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, that's.
I try not to start troubling anybody. If somebody's gonna do a negative video about me, somebody's gonna go on my live feed and make a nasty, rude comment, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. Me now at 21 in July compared to me back in April, May of 20. Because back then I was looking for trouble.
Yeah.
In April, May of 20. I was starting trouble. I was being a bully. I was. Now a year later, I'm not. I don't want any trouble for anybody. I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
But I finish it if somebody wants to start something with me.
Yeah.
There's the difference. That's the major difference between me, RPF now, compared to RPF last year with the whole night incident.
Mm.
So, speaking of which, that knife, by the way, the ad team saw the video and they immediately came here and took the knife.
Oh, wow.
Because they were afraid that I was going to use it on myself.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, I actually thought about doing that.
Okay. Yeah. It's No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I actually thought about cutting my throat.
That's crazy.
When I did that video, or cutting my wrist. I thought, man, life sucks. I mean, those other times I tried to kill myself, I took lots of pills.
Mm-hmm.
And liquor.
Yeah.
Instead, in case you're wondering. But the attempts, or what did I do? How did you kill yourself? That's what how. I take a lot of pills, drinking too much, and give a shit. I just wanted to die.
Well, I definitely want to say that you need to know that we do really like appreciate you being on YouTube. Like, just your content in general is entertaining for not only us but other viewers. Like, you are something to look forward to when it comes to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So, like, never think that it all doesn't matter, because it does. If you need someone to talk to, my door is always open, man. Like, everything in the past, we've apologized before. I think it was like back in April. So, it's all water under the bridge with us. So yeah, definitely reach out if you need anyone to talk to.
But I find it now interesting that it's a lot easier to get you guys to forgive me, not just you guys, but Desert and other people I've set off in the past have been huge with. It is my family, because that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
That's been a really difficult job to try to get them to forgive me, because if you guys hated me, they hated me worse.
Mm-hmm. Well, how often do you reach out to them?
Well, I only talk to them on Facebook, and they don't call me, they don't text me.
Okay.
They just talk on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking maybe like, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you like my 2 cents. Like this is just coming from me. I don't know. Like I've never been in this situation. I'm not talking professionally or in any sense of the word. Like maybe I don't know. It's such a hard situation to wrap my head around, man.
Well, I'm trying my best to tell my family I've changed.
Mm-hmm.
I keep trying, but at the same time, it's like I'm not going to, figuratively speaking, hit my head against the wall.
Yeah.
It's like the whole thing about the documentary. Why I don't want to watch documentaries? It said my own documentaries. I really regret the things I did, seeing myself in that kind of light. And in my personal life, obviously, I regret the stuff I did in my personal life outside of this career, or should I get in this career? The way I look at it, this career is separate from my personal life, but the same token, what you guys see, all the crazy things I've said and done on this YouTube channel, as I said, I've done worse things off of it. And I've pissed off more people off of it, to the point where I got shot at and jumped and that kind of thing. Almost arrested a couple of times. It's bad. I've been wild. And for years until now. Now I'm changed. I really have. I'm not the same person. I've, for the most part of things, but, you guys can forgive me. Desmond, and a lot of people can forgive me, but my family's a little bit different story. I've tried and tried to keep on trying. But I came from a dysfunctional family. I know a lot of people say they do, but, my parents are gone now. That sucks.
Yeah.
I'm just misunderstood.
I
completely misunderstood.
I 100% understand where you're coming from, man. You are definitely misunderstood, 100%.
I mean, everybody knows my real name is Wayne Thomas, and I don't care. I don't do that. I don't use my real name. It's not a privacy issue.
Mm-hmm.
I care less about that. The reason why I don't use my name is a marketing issue.
Yeah.
Because 5 years ago, one of my best friends, his name is Boomer, and I went to high school with.
Yep.
He tried just to high school in Boom, PA in the late 90s. He currently, or at least maybe, I don't know if he is now, but he used to be an assistant cameraman for a guy for a grocery game show. And he lives in San Diego. And 5 years ago, I was talking to him about this career I was going to do, this YouTube career. I thought about using my real name. And he's like, don't use your real name, man. I'm like, well, what the fuck name should I use? And he said, well, Ranting Philly Fan. Like, why that name? But because you've been complaining for like the last 20 years, he goes, they never won a Super Bowl. I'm like, don't you feel the same fucking way? I'm like, yeah, of course they do. I'm like, Ranting Philly Fan's going to sell. And I'm like, just one of my best friends is in Hollywood. I'm not kidding, that's not a joke, by the way. And my best friend is a camera guy, basically. And, and that kind of thing. I'm like, I think I need to listen to him. And I did.
Sweet.
And needless to say, 5 years later, that name is a well-known name.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the fact that I've gotten nowhere close to 1K subscribers. But again, I wanted to create a different style than most people. Most people want to do this the same. I'm in the sports field, so I have to look at everything, but
yeah,
talk about everything. But sports guy, so I just don't talk about X's and O's. That's it. I try to bring some entertainment to the thing. And if they just laugh at the stuff I've done, I appreciate it, obviously. Just laugh at my rants, I'm attended. That's another thing I do. Most people in life say, no pun intended. Well, I always say all pun intended. It's always in my mindset. I like to be different from most. I don't want to do the same things that Billy Bob does or Desert or anybody else. They got their style, their own style. I want to do my own style. I figured 5 years ago, this is the perfect outlet for me to do this. To say whatever I want, to do whatever I want, and not get in trouble by the police by it. Because years ago, I was almost in trouble with the police a couple of times because of their fist fights I had in my personal life. So basically, this was a way to safely get my anger out and talk about sports. And Philly 500 was a huge help in that. You know, I got so much admiration and respect for that guy. He's the greatest Eagles YouTuber to ever live. And he helped me get subscribers. He helped me build the name. Other people helped me build the name. As Desert said, you know, in the interview about me, that I met Desert in 17. He was this deep-town Cowboys fan. And I hated when Eagle fans get trashed, so I defended Eagle fans and trashed D-Town. Like, don't be dissing my fucking people.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be dissing my fucking peers. I'm like, I don't take that. I'm a fighter, man. And not just this, like this, but this and this. And you know, it's like having a family in a way. You know, it's like we can call each other something. Eagle fans, we call each other names, but can't let anybody else say it. Or Dallas fans, Giants fans, Redskins fans, that kind of thing. So yeah,
I can see
that's how me and Desert met. And you know, I trashed D-Town for just an Eagle fans.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, that's where I met Desert, and I met Spunky, and I met Big D and Joey Chase, and all the other people along the way. And you know, it's been 4 years now. Well, I had my career for 5 years, but the first year I sucked. I was a rookie, didn't get a lot of viewers, but it was really 17 I took off during the Super Bowl season. And I want to say a story. You know, I was the only, when the Eagles won the Super Bowl against New England, I was the first person on, literally. I'm talking about Eagles YouTubers. I was the first person live to be on after the game ended. Philly 500 wasn't on, Desert wasn't on, nobody was on but me. And I still, to this day, take great pride in that. And I did this, by the way, at the TAO, which is a mental health rehab facility in Elwood, PA. I was there for a month because I got thrown out by my family because of as usual, my bad behavior because I was stealing food from my family. Because I didn't get a lot of money. I was desperate for food. My money was not good back then. So I got thrown out. Needless to say, you know, this is how ridiculous of a mind I have. In the town, they check you for stuff. They search you, see if you have any weapons on you and that kind of shit. There's also a rule: people cannot have cell phones in their rooms in the entire place. So me being the creative thinker,
hid your phone under your.
Since my name is Will, no name, I decided, you know, to put my phone on the bottom of my one sneaker and my charger on the other, and walk on it gently. Of course, I won't ruin it.
Yeah.
But it's because they're not allowed to check your feet. They can check your coat pocket, they can check your pants pocket, they can check your shirt, but nobody's gonna check the feet. So basically, smuggled in a cell phone, my cell phone, and a charger. And for me, I didn't have a roommate, so I was able to charge my phone in the room. So I was able to be the first one on YouTube after the Super Bowl. Why I illegally smuggled in my phone when I wasn't supposed to have a phone in the entire campus of, not campus, but the entire rehab place. Because I got out of the box. Where there's a will, there's a I think of any kind of different scenarios where I get away with something. So that's when I thought, I can still use the cell phone. Just hide it under my feet. They don't check it. No, they don't step on it. I have to walk real slow so people won't notice anything odd. And that's how afraid of mine I have. And think outside the box. But yeah, when you get one Super Bowl, yeah, I was the first one on. I'm so proud of that.
Yeah.
That I was. So, that was the greatest one of my life.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah,
Well,
Mitch
It
just
was
said
one
he
of
was
my
gonna,
favorite moments too. Getting to see Villanova win championship and the Eagles. The Eagles was the number one. That was my birthday wish.
30 years for that title, Mitch. I can't express how.
I know, a long time coming. They should have had one in 2005 as well.
But Don McNabb choked. I never forget that night in Super Bowl 39. I was in Chester at the time. And, I never forget, listening to the radio, WIP radio. Get back now.
Yep, I listen to WIP as well.
It was cold quiet. There was even callers calling in, crying and all this stuff. That night, it was depressing. And I'll never forget, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm listening to the Crickets. And I'm thinking, oh, man, I'm never going to see the Eagles in the Super Bowl again. I really thought, it's never going to happen again. But much to my shock, 13 years later, Tom Brady's still with the Patriots. Bill Belichick is still with the Patriots. What do you know? We get revenge on those motherfuckers. And
Right on.
Brady threw in the end zone that was knocked down by the Eagles defensive backs. I was jumping up and down like I was a little kid. At the time, I'm 37 years old. I'm not in my 20s. I'm not a teenager. I'm a kid, but a 37-year-old. I was like I was a teenager. I was jumping up and down. I wasn't crying or anything, but at all. I was just jumping up and down like finally, my dreams came true. Seeing us win the Super Bowl. And, and not only to win a Super Bowl, but you beat New England, you get payback. And to beat Tom Brady and Bill Belichick to do it, they're still there. What are the odds on that?
Mm-hmm.
You get revenge on Brady, get revenge on Belichick. And that was the most satisfying, great victory I've ever seen. And, I've had a lot of negative things in my life. A lot of tragedies in my life. But that moment right there was always the best moment. All the bullshit I've dealt with.
Yeah.
That was the best moment. The only bittersweet thing about it, however, was that my mother was an Eagle fan. And she never got to enjoy it because she's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the only bittersweet thing about it. I wish she could have been around to see it. She told me when I was a little kid that one of these days Eagles will win the Super Bowl. And my dad was a Dallas Cowboys fan, mind you. My dad trash talked me like I was a grown man. Trash talked me despite the fact I was a little kid. He was an obnoxious Dallas fan. And I'm here to say, my dad was the most obnoxious Dallas Cowboys fan in history. He was. He used to bad about the Eagles to no end. He used to tell me, hey, William, Eagles will never win a Super Bowl, ever. But my mother would tell me, yes, we will. We'll win a Super Bowl one of these days. And one of these days, you're going to be very happy, whatever that is. And man, was I happy. Just wish my mom could have been around to see it.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, it sucks to hear, man.
it's still, whenever I see that image, that ball being knocked down, man, and seeing the Eagles celebrate, it's like, and I feel people People say it's not the destination journey. That's a bunch of garbage, man. because without the destination, the journey don't mean shit.
Yeah.
It's not about the destination. It's about winning the Super Bowl. I don't care about the journey and took to get. I care about the end result. And the end result was a beautiful thing. And that was the happiest moment of my life. And it still remains the happiest moment of my life.
That's good.
It hasn't changed. So, beautiful thing,
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's something to look back on. It's one of those good memories, man. You just got to keep looking back on those good things in life.
Yeah, we just need the Sixers to win a title now.
Try my best, and I just try my best in life. Just try my best to, take it positive. But sometimes it's hard. But all they do is try.
Yeah.
But
Keep pushing because you've gotten this far already.
If you think I'm going to kill myself, it's not going to happen.
No.
I'm not pushing. I'm not a quitter. But
no.
Like some people are. But sometimes I struggle, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. But I try my best. That's all anybody can do is try. That's what I do is try. Don't give up. Just sometimes I get depressed, and they said I'm going through it now. Think about Tony. They want girlfriend. It's not an easy thing to handle.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried it, and you know what? I saw it when you interviewed Desert. Desert made the comment that I've handled the situation pretty good. Desert's right ahead.
Yeah.
And because I still live here in Griffith Park. I still live alone. I still happy to be here, and I still like my life. And I tried to help my woman out. At least I can say I tried.
Mm-hmm.
There's no avail, but I tried. And so that kind of thing. I'm not gonna let what happened to her ruin me. I'm not gonna let that happen. I waited a long time to get to the position I'm at now.
Mm-hmm.
My life's a hell of a lot better now than it was then. Outside of here, I'm well behaved.
That's good. That's great. Good for you, man.
I don't cause trouble for anybody. I don't go looking for trouble. I don't get any trouble whatsoever. I've been a good citizen. I've been a good tenant. I've really been a complete different person now to a few years ago. So my personal life outside of here is great. I'm not going to let what happened to my woman ruin it. Hell no. She wouldn't want that from me, obviously. And for damn sure, I don't want that for myself.
Yeah.
I made a lot of dues in life to get here. I didn't think I'd ever be this fine.
Mm-hmm.
People just don't get to be where I'm at. That's for sure. I didn't think I'd ever live alone because I don't work. Never have because I got bipolar.
Yeah.
And manic depressive. And attention deficit disorder. Got a lot of fucked up mental illnesses issues. Never worked. I get money from the government, from Social Security. That's how I get my money. And I don't care that I say these things, man. It's like I don't care. It's like
I think the more people know, I think the more they'll understand where you're coming from. They won't take you for granted.
That's the thing about me is I don't mind being honest.
Yeah.
I don't mind talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
If you ask most people the same question, they'll probably give you a dirty look or tell you about my business type of thing or get confrontational even. I don't do that. It's like I'm open and honest about my life. I don't care who knows about it, who likes it, or whatever. They give it to you straight. How I'm doing, whether it be good or if I'm doing bad. So like this vaccination bullshit, I don't want to get vaccinated. I don't believe in medical science.
Oh, gotcha.
Because that's another thing I haven't got vaccinated. First of all, I live alone.
Yeah.
I don't go out much. I live by myself.
Yeah, so I guess there's really no point for you're not all too worried about it when, you're not really much around anybody. So, I mean, I get where you're coming from with that.
If this was 2 years ago, when I was living with my cousin and his friends, I would have gotten a vaccination because I would have gotten the virus.
Yep.
Because I was living with other people. But for years, I've been living by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm surrounded by my own church, me, nobody else. So I do go out. When I go out, I always wear a mask. And when I go out to shop, not a lot of people in the stores, obviously, they're wearing the mask. But the point is, I don't go out much. When I do go out, I'm always wearing a mask. So, I don't go out much. I don't go to work. So I'm too old to go to school nor do I want to type of thing. So because of that, I've been okay with this. Hopefully, I'll keep being okay with this. And I don't feel like I need to get vaccinated because I don't trust medical science, in my opinion. I've heard stories about the vaccine not working on some people. I've heard people that have been dead by it. That if people die of the vaccines, and I think my thing is, maybe the vaccine will work for you now. What about 5 years from now? What about 10 years from now? And I'm so against it, man. But the thing is that people who did get vaccinated can't look down on people that don't, because people's personal choice and whether they want to get vaccinated or not. In my situation, I'm living alone, so I don't go out much. That's it. I'm basically all right.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, there's people out there that have to go to work, have to be in contact on a daily basis with coworkers. So my situation's easier than theirs, but the problem is, if you want to get vaccinated, it's their choice. If you don't, it's their choice too. That's the way it should be.
Yep.
And that's my thoughts on that. And the other thing I don't do is I don't vote.
Oh, okay.
I never will. I don't like politics. I hate politics. I don't give a damn about it.
Sweet.
I never talk about it. Politics ain't my thing.
Yeah.
I'm a sports person. I'm a movies person, a TV show person. Well, really old movies person, and an old TV show person. In other words, I hate today's TV shows. I hate today's movies. I hate today's music. I like stuff back in the day. The black and white.
What's your favorite movie?
Mitch just asked what's your favorite movie.
What his favorite movie is.
Let's see. I would say it would be. I would say Under Siege 2. Steven Seagal.
Oh, okay.
1995. Under Siege 2. Dark Territory.
Under Siege.
I like that because of the violence in it, and of that movie and the fight scene.
Oh, Under Siege. Yeah. Okay.
That would be my favorite. If you ask me what my favorite TV show is, it's Happy Days.
Yeah.
Happy Days is
It's cool. Oh wow, that is it looks like an older movie, yeah. 1995. Sweet.
Happy Days is my favorite TV show ever. I always like that.
Yeah, we're big movie buffs over here. We like our film and stuff. That's why we do our own little series.
Yeah, the 90s was the best era, the 90s.
Yeah.
As far as favorite music acts, mine is Van Halen.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm into that old stuff too. Like I'm not a huge fan of today's music either. So you're definitely not alone when when you're talking about that stuff.
I was alone, but yeah, I mean, I don't like Ariana Grande and Katy Perry and all those jabronis.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go back to Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson. That's what I go back.
Nice. Yeah, I agree with that, man. What was the wasn't there a video that you made where it was Kimmy's parents' song and it was Oh Baby?
Well, explain that one. See, Kimmy was born in the year 2000.
Yeah.
The Spice Girls came up with a song. No, wait. The Britney Spears came up with a song the year before, in '99, called Which, by the way, I hate Britney Spears with a passion. That's another story there. But, Britney Spears came with the song "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time," and during the time of Mom and Timmy, I was like, this is the possibility. That I was telling the guys this in my live chat. It's a possibility. Maybe his parents listened to that song in the year 2000 or whenever Timmy was conceived. His parents were drunk. They were listening to the song, and they had too much fun, too many orgasms, too much sperm, too much drinking, and then boom. That's what I did. Played the song quickly and then got rid of it because I'd be copyrighted within 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So played the song real quickly and everybody laughed. I'm like, that's how Timmy was created. He must have been listening to, that's how Timmy's so screwed up. His parents were conceiving to "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time." Of course, "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time," of course, it's a sexual tone. So that's another reason why I came with that song. Like, Timmy's dad hit his mom in the where it hurts, so to speak. Kaboom, cops it, all sort of all fun intended, but boom. There's Timmy 9 months later going, whatever. That was the reason for that. As far as 50 by 8 Britney Spears, I hate people like her, Justin Timberlake, and all these.
It's just that modern music, that's all, right?
I hate those people.
Gotcha.
I'm a Tupac Biggie guy, I'm a Snoop Dogg, Motley Crue guy, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like the music people. I didn't like the music people that was my own age, basically. I like the older people.
Oh, okay, gotcha, yeah.
Britney Spears is my age, or at least a year younger than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Timberlake's a year younger than I am. I didn't like people my own age singing. Because the song they had, I hated.
Yeah.
The boy band bullshit, the "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" bullshit, the Mandy Moore song. Oh my God, it sucks. So that's where that came about.
Philly Jim was talking about Mr. Pig earlier. Well, let's just by the way, I want to recap back on the beginning. We didn't intend for you to be like, irritated about it. We didn't realize, I commented with War Series just to let you know, but then I guess Philly Jim, he went back and he said, like, do it for the fans and stuff. We had no intention to irritate you in any way. So just know that, we were coming from a good place. We had no ill intent. So
I know I'm on because I wanted to set the record straight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why I come on. Not because you guys wanted me to come on or Philly Jim or anybody else. I wanted to come on to set the record straight once and for all of who I am.
Yeah. Okay.
RPF, not the crazy, zany RPF you guys see on camera. The man behind RPF, and that's why I'm on now.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't mean to get upset when people say, "Well, you have to come on. You should come on." I told you guys why I don't like steering that arena, because people boss me around, ordered me around for years. So the sensitivity issue because of that, because of the environment we're up in, which is and my dysfunctional dad was a jerk off asshole, so that's why I get that way. So, I apologize if I may seem upset. Because if I come on, I'll come on. If I don't, I'll don't. But, if people want me to be on the show, if they want me to be on the live stream, just ask me nicely, okay? If you want to be on, I'll say, if I say yes, I'll be on. If I say no, then I won't. But I don't want anybody to say, well, you have to be on, or you should be on, or people are counting on you. Like, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay. Especially now, when I'm getting ready to deal with next week, the 1-year anniversary of what would have been my girlfriend's 45th birthday.
Yeah, don't worry. No need to apologize. We totally
I'm
understand.
not worried to apologize about nothing. I'm just letting you guys know where I'm coming from.
Yeah. Yep. No problem. I definitely understand where you're coming from. Yeah. But Philly Jim asked about Mr. Pig. Do you still have the stuffed animal pig?
No, my actual cousin threw it away. That's why you haven't seen Mr. Pig.
Oh, come on, man. Really?
How many times am I going to tell you guys, man? I was surrounded by jerk-offs.
Yeah, I guess so, man. That sucks, man.
My cousin threw Mr. Pig away. Mr. Pig was a pig I found in a store. A piggy bank, no money. For some reason, decided to put Mr. Pig on my channel. So I actually created a Mr. Pig account. And, I was doing well to Mr. Pig thing, but unfortunately, I went to the Metallica a few times. And while I was away for a month, I had some cousin threw Mr. Pig in the garbage.
That sucks.
So, that's the kind of people I was surrounded by.
Yeah. It sounds
by the
like
way, actually tried to fight my cousin a few times in the apartment. And my cousin called the police on me, so there you go.
Wow.
That's the kind of life I've been used to.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout my life.
Who was
used to be.
Mm-hmm. Who was Coco and Deuce? You had the video with Coco and Deuce.
Well, they're thugs, man, and it's not a racial term.
No. Yeah.
I have most of my family members are black, and I got no problem with that. I am not a racist person. I'd like to get that out there.
Yeah.
My dad's side is black. He's African American. I'm proud of that. I got nothing but respect there. Like not a racial term at all when I used to work thugs. It had nothing to do with color. Those two people in general are talking about the thugs.
Mm-hmm.
They were friends with my sisters. 6 years ago, we were living, I don't know why, we were living somewhere else before that. And Coco and Deuce were boarders. They had no job, no money. And they were boarders. They were supposed to pay the rent of my uncle. They were supposed to pay rent. They never paid the rent, despite the fact they both had a job. And, meanwhile, they had 5 little kids, all of them under the age of 5. And the kids had a room next to theirs. This was a complete train wreck nightmare because the kids are crying. The room be stinking full of diapers. I'm not kidding about that, unfortunately. And, due to Coco and Deuce were losers, just bottom feeders. Basically, I made fun of Coco every day because of that. I called her a blob and a whale. Nobody would fuck you if they paid them millions of dollars to fuck you. They will all decline, type of thing. Again, back then I was kind of an asshole and kind of like had a huge big mouth. So what happened was, Coco were always trying to want to kick my ass every day. And then finally, in September of 15, Deuce had enough. Coco's man. And
okay.
Deuce is a thug and probably most likely a gang member, Esther, but he is a bottom feeder bitch, and he accused me of stealing weed, which I do like to get high, but not by smoking. I hate smoking. That's what killed my mom, was smoking. And, but Deuce accused me of stealing weed was some bullshit. Because I don't like weed at all. Never tried it, but never will, And he wanted to kill me. And because of that, my uncle sent me to Metallica for a month. Because they were threatening my life. And I didn't steal any weed, but what happened was I think under pressure for Coco to finally stand up to me. I was still, by the way, I was kind of rude to the kids a lot. I was stealing their food, stealing their money out of the room. Again, I was an asshole in those days. And I didn't get any money from Social Security at the time. So I was in desperate mode to get food. And so, basically, Deuce was under pressure, Coco, to defend a family honor. And to be honest, I still hate those motherfuckers. And to be honest, I still want to fucking kick their ass. I mean, Coco and Deuce, And, but at the same time, most likely they're in Chester, and I'm living in Ridley Park, so I win, they lose. So there you go.
That's interesting. Yeah, like I was surprised when I went down. It was like, I think it's like 3 weeks at this point. I went down to Philly and I toured around Ridley Park because I wanted to get a grasp for the place. I wanted to see what I was like, making videos about, like the whole neighborhood. So, I was honestly shocked how close Chester is to Ridley. Like it's not that far. It's like maybe 10 miles, would you say?
I think it's a little bit closer to Philly Park, but I don't drive. But let's put it this way: walking where I'm at to any previous apartment buildings or houses that lived in Chester is a very far walk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very far.
Well, I think it would be far for anybody. Like, yeah.
And I don't drive because of my mental issues. I can't drive.
Mm-hmm.
Nor do I want to drive. But yeah, walking here, if I were to walk from here where I'm at now to my old apartment 2 years ago, it would take me, I don't know, 5 hours, 2, 3, 4 hours.
Yeah.
To get there. So, Chester's close to Ridley Park, sure, but a little bit close. But in terms of walking distance, very far.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Here to Ridley Park. This is a different group of people and a different environment. Friendlier environment, cleaner environment. Definitely. Just an overall great place to be.
Yeah, it is it's a nice little town.
And, I'm very grateful that I'm, in this position. So, life has changed and life is a lot better now as a result. And, I am happy with life. I'm just dealing with a few things right now with Tony, thinking about next week. And, I tell you something. My 40th birthday last year sucked because Tony was planning on taking me somewhere special. My 40th birthday, but of course it got ruined.
Mm-hmm.
And, but as I saw Getty's video about, him saying about, how he credits me for handling the Tony situation well. He tried, and I appreciate that. And I have. I've handled it as best way as I could. As I said, I'm not going to let it happen to ruin my life. She wouldn't want that to happen, sure. And I don't want that to happen. I refuse to let it happen. I've come so far in my life from where I used to be to where I am today. And I still have a great life now. It could be a little bit better if Tony was still alive, but she's not, so it's gone. So, as long as I'm still living here in this beautiful city, here in Ridley, life is still pretty good. I'm telling you, it's a night and day difference from the first 38 years, my 40 years on the earth. People can think that life's a different life. The Chester life, compared to this one now.
From the sound of it, yeah, it definitely does seem like a much needed improvement.
But the desert and the Philly Gym or anybody or any passage had, I apologize for the shit I've done, but as I said, I can't go back to time and change it. No time machine. Made a lot of mistakes. But really, it's easier to convince you guys of change. The real convincing is trying to convince my relatives the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's been the hard part. To convince them. As they say, I have been my relatives. My own relatives want to be dead. Not bad, my own relatives want me to die. I think probably didn't really believe that. I know. We probably did that in the heat of anger. But still, it's not something you want to hear.
Yeah.
But your own relative, not some stranger, but even an enemy, your own relative saying that about you, it's like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at now. So, and I came on today just to set the record straight. And, about me. And, I do appreciate the documentary. I can't believe there's actually people who actually, interested. I can't believe you guys or other people wanting to do this documentary about me. Because, like I said, for most of my life, I was actually quiet, believe it or not. And I wasn't outgoing. I was really shy for most of my life until really 10 years ago. Is when things kind of changed. And I decided to open up, so to speak, and become more accessible and be on camera and stuff like that. So, it's, I never thought in my life that somebody out there would do a documentary about me, whether it be on YouTube or whatever, television, radio, newspaper, or book, or whatever. I didn't think any of that kind of thing would ever happen. So I do appreciate you guys doing this about me. I do. It's something my family would have never done. Or that kind of thing. Do a documentary series about me, and it's just I'm just very misunderstood. And very I think very not misunderstood, but just I feel like I'm very perceived wrong by a lot of people of what the true person is. Because William Thomas and Ranting Philly Fan are the same guy. I'm not playing a character. It's not me being an actor and me being William Thomas outside of this video. And when this video's over and I go back to being William Thomas, it's not like I'm being an actor and saying, okay, I'm going to go back to being William Thomas now, get Ranting Philly Fan, or Ranting Philly Fan now. I'm the same guy. Different names. I think that's a mistake that some YouTubers make is, they try to play a character. The person you may see on YouTube could be different from the person that's off of it. And I think the most memorable YouTubers are the best ones are the ones that are more authentic. That the person you see on screen is actually the person you see off. And that's what I represent. It's just a different name. William Thomas from Ranting Philly Fan. Different name. I'm the same guy. I'm not putting on a performance. I'm not putting on a show. But I actually do try to put on a show, but I'm not acting. But you catch my drift.
It's more so just kind of playing it up for the camera. It's entertainment purposes, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I try to do is be entertaining.
Yeah.
But as I say, I'm not playing a character. This is what you see is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
I just use different names. Some people YouTube could be different. I think that's not a good thing. Try to act like you're in a theater or something. Your personal life, and then you go to a different person. Whether it be positive or negative, I think it's not cool to not be authentic. I think it's better to be authentic and be real, and that's what I try to represent. It's being real. Whatever, if I feel great, I tell it. If I feel bad, I tell it too. That's another misconception about me is that people think I like being negative because my name's Ranting Philly Fan. No, I don't like being negative at all. I hate it. I want to be positive, but my thing is sports, and right now, sports is not talked about in Philadelphia, especially with what happened with the Sixers. So I'm feeling negative about it, so I'm going to make negative videos about it. But again, because when the Super Bowl 2 years ago, Ranting Philly Fan was not making negative videos back then. Wonder why that is. Maybe because I was happy. If Philly teams do a lot better, I'd be making more happy videos. That's what I want to do, is make happy videos.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to do that when the Sixers choke against the Ben Simmons shows. It's hard to do that when the Phillies suck and win 2 out of 4 against the Nationals. It's hard to do that when the Flyers haven't won a cup since '75. And it's hard to do that when the Eagles are in the rebuilding mode now. 3 years removed from their Super Bowl triumph 3 years ago. Now the Eagles are starting over it. So I don't like being negative. That's a misconception about me that people don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like making negative videos. I want to be positive. Unfortunately, not many positive things going on in those sports at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's why I make the negative videos, because that's how I feel, So I like to be positive. Like I said, when you won the Super Bowl that night, you can ask anybody else there. Big D, Rizzler, any Philly fan, I was not negative that night. I was having fun that night.
Mm-hmm.
And just as I notice, I'm starting to smile now when I talk about that. It tells you right there that I like rather being happy than not.
Yeah.
And I want to do positive videos. So that's where a lot of misconceptions about me are just that misconceptions.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, a lot of the bad stuff I've done, I've admitted it. I'm at fault for most of it. But as I said, I've changed now. I'm a different person thanks to my woman. And, she was the one who, untapped that hidden, whatever you want to call it, nice bone in the body or whatever. She untapped it for me, even after her death, I'm completely, I've not completely changed, but as I said, I've changed a lot. And that, I'm not going to start any trouble anymore. That's for sure. And in the future, if you guys happen to see me dissing the Eagles crazy, I'm not going to diss them unless you diss me first. That's what I mean. I'm not going to make a video about him unless he disses me first. And I respond. I'm not going to be the one to start it. I'm going to be the one to finish it. That's what I mean. I'm always going to defend myself. I'm just not going to start trouble like I used to. So, I still feel bad about the BR, about BR 52. I still feel really horrible about that, of what I did. I still feel really ashamed of myself of what I did. I'm not proud of myself. A lot of stuff I've done. Even when I did two old ladies, by the way, the talent, trying to hit them with trash cans because they were talking trash. They were calling me an asshole, and I tried to attack her with a trash can. I got restrained on 4 or 5 security guards and stuff. But just to kind of like wild out of control mindset, I used to be on it, fly off the handle, But thankfully, that was years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Not that way anymore. So,
Yeah, man. Hey, we really appreciate the opportunity for you to come on and talk to us. Like, you have no idea how much this means to us. Like, it's great to communicate from one creator to another. It really means something.
Well, obviously, from this, anybody that says they don't do publicity, they're lying. Because I obviously want to get more subscribers. I want to get more views, obviously. Anybody that says they don't, they're lying. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's why I've been doing this for 5 years.
Yeah.
I want to be respected. I want to get a lot of subscribers. I want to get views. I want people to respect what I do and like what I do. I obviously want more people to like what I do than don't. But I give my honest opinion, and I hope by me talking about this, I can build myself up more in a positive light instead of a negative light.
Yeah.
Because the negative light is the light I've been used to for a lot of years.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I came on to try to tell you guys, and whoever's listening to this or watches this live or archive footage hours from now, that I am misunderstood. I'm not a bad person. I've had bad moments. I've done bad things. But, I'm a passionate Philly sports fan, and sometimes I let the passion get out of hand. But I let the passion get out of hand outside of YouTube being William Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
So, either way, I've been out of control for a long time. I'm lucky I'm being still alive. All these zany, crazy things I've said and done. But, the point is I am alive. The point is I'm having fun. And I'm enjoying myself now. So,
good.
That old RPF's in the past.
Yeah.
You only get see the old RPF unless the Minnesota Vikings fan this is Philadelphia. Or unless Kimmy makes a video about me first, or somebody makes a video about me first. Again, I'm not going to be one of those people that's going to turn the other cheek and ignore. That's not how I am. But it falls to Kimmy's story, man. As long as Kimmy don't make a video about me, I'm not going to make a video about him ever again. As long as he don't, so to speak, start it. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that publicly right now. Anybody, don't make a negative video about me. You know what I'm saying? And I won't dish it. But if you say a negative thing about me, then I'm going to dish you. And I'm going to finish the job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. That's perfectly clear. So, yes, I no, not this Timmy, unless he goes first. And if I happen to make a respond video, you guys will know why. Timmy would be the first one to, be the instigator. So that's where that is. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I'm talking to you guys. I'm glad whoever's listening to this, I'm sorry if I seem mad at the beginning. It's just, I have to let you guys know. It's like I don't want to be people tell me I should do this or anything. It's like, from now on in the future, if anybody wants me to be on Saturday in nice fashion, but Philly Jim next time, guys, I like Philly Jim. You can't say letting your fans down, and I don't want to hear that. Especially now when I'm dealing with what I'm getting ready to deal with next week. Next week's on for me. My girlfriend's 45th birthday. So all they ask is in the future, anybody wants to be live streams, I don't mind being on Saturday in a nice way. If I say no, respect it. It'll be good. If I say yes, then I'll go. But I don't want anybody to tell me I should do this or you have to do this. No, I'm not. If anybody tells me, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be the old RPF. If somebody does that.
Yeah.
If somebody respectfully asks me, hey, you want to get on? Well, get on. If I say don't, I don't. Well, that's it. I'm trying it back. And make it simple for you guys and everybody else. That's going to be dealt with in the future. So, I apologize for the game and other people I've been over the years and try my best to change. And I think I've came a long way from last year when I slowed in.
You definitely have. You definitely have, man. Yeah. Hey, we again, I want to say thank you for coming on and talking. It's just nice to have a chat, and I think we all benefited from this. We all cleared some past grievances. It's great to have you on,
man.
Man.
Probably didn't think I would ever do this, huh?
No, well, you said you didn't want to interview, so it was surely a shock to us. But yeah, it's great to have you.
You think desert for this, really? I saw desert videos like
about it.
I'm gonna clear things up here.
Sweet, man.
On my own. I'm like, okay. I'm like, there's a person really, and I appreciate that. I like that. I've always been a fan of his. So it's like you have friends. Sometimes you have disagreements.
Yeah.
We get along right now. So it's like, when I saw his video about me, especially about that part at the end where again about he said I handled my girlfriend's death well. That's true, I have. So when I heard that comment, then I wanted to be on the show, and with the guy who set the record straight about my life. So,
well, I'll tell you what, if you ever, yeah, no problem, man.
You guys have given me to present me the more positive light, the true RPF, whatever the hell I am. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's been giving us something to do. It's fun working on it. Yeah, if you ever decide,
if I can go on for a month, it doesn't die either.
Yeah.
Well, I know that.
I'll tell you what, I instantly looked into it. I was like, you know what? I don't believe this. I went to the obituary first, and I saw nothing. I saw nothing, and I knew then and there it was a lie. So.
Yeah, I mean, I deserve some credit here that I haven't even trashed the dude who did this.
Yeah.
I really left this alone, which is unique. Because this were a year ago, I would have tore this guy apart.
Yeah, I would say so.
I almost like it's a joke. It's not funny, of course, but it's like something I didn't expect to see when I took a month off. The next time I come in and somebody say, RPF, RIP? Like, what? Like, RPF dead? Like, I don't look like I'm dead. I don't sound like I'm dead. I think it looked okay to me. So I'm like, well, but that person, screw that person who did that. And I'm sorry, you guys, anybody thought that was dead. I know I have nothing to apologize for. It wasn't me who did it. I'm sorry you guys thought that. If you guys, any of you guys thought that.
It's all good.
Asshole. That's the major asshole.
Yeah.
Starts moving like that.
Yeah, it's all good.
If I don't be on for a while, it's not because I'm dead. It's because sometimes I don't feel like going on.
Yeah.
I appreciate what you guys done. I appreciate Desert and Philly 500 and a lot of the Eagles YouTubers and the fans and MC Philly Maverick and Dave Brizzler, and Raphael Hernandez. When you come on and say, glad you guys helped me, do a documentary about me, and then want to portray myself more positive.
Yeah, definitely, man. If you want to talk of just about anything, hit me up, man. I'm always open. I'm down to talk about anything. Just hit me up.
Yeah, when I get the chance, if I want to talk to you really, or you, Mitch, or Desert, or any of the guys, but of course it'd be in my own time, obviously.
Yeah.
But if I have my own time, have the invitation to talk to you guys, and if I want to talk, I will. I do appreciate the invitation. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So if I want to, I can do that.
If you ever Desert was talking about going to a game or something. If you ever want to meet up and just hang out or get something to eat, it's on us. We'll do something.
I did, but here's the story on this. I don't like being around smokers.
Oh, we're no smokers.
But see, I want to say this. So, the Salida guy?
Yeah.
He's a friend of mine. He wanted to take me to an Eagle game or something.
Oh.
And play the Eagles. And I declined his offer because the thing is, I don't like being around smokers. I know you guys don't smoke, but a lot of other people do. See, I'm against smoking because my mom died from it.
Yeah.
I'm so against smoking that I do this when I'm outside. I'm like, I have a tremendous phobia with that. Secondhand smoke stuff.
Gotcha.
So I do this when I go outside in public. And you're going outside, the Eagle fans or any fans smoking, I don't want to be around that. So that's one real reason why I'm voting because of that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get it.
I don't want to do this, every minute. Let's try to concentrate on watching the Eagles play a game or the Phillies play a game or something. That's the real reason why I don't go out. But if I do appreciate the offer.
Yeah. It doesn't even have to be a game or anything. If you want to just do whatever, just hit us up.
I don't go to bars for the same reason because they smoke in there.
Yeah.
I can't be in next to a bar or Infinity Live. They smoke in there, those places. I'm going in there, no way. Unless I had a gas mask or something. I'm not going in there. That's the thing. I don't go in those places. I don't want to do this or this. And that's why I don't do those things.
Yeah. I gotcha.
But I appreciate Desert's offer. Sweetest offer, for sure. I really do.
Yeah.
Because they're friends of mine. I appreciate the offer. I can't really do it because of the smoking thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I can't really do it.
Yeah. I gotcha. All right, man. Well, it's already 2:00. It's crazy. So hey, I guess we'll talk to you later. Yeah, have a good night, man. It was a pleasure talking to you, man.
Well, it's great talking to you, Aaron, and talking to you, Mitch. Anybody out here,
yep, thank you.
Footage show. I want to say, people got the wrong impression on me, and I wanted to show that I am a good person, that I am a lot better than what people think I am, and that I am a man of substance, and that I am, a decent human being. So, I just want to be portrayed in a positive light now, instead of the other light. So that's why I came on here today.
All right, man. Hey, take care. Have a good night. We'll talk to you later.
Good night, Aaron.
Best of luck on YouTube, man. Got to get you to 100 subscribers.
Had to get that woo in there,
Yeah.
I had to want to do some work there, man.
All right. See you, man. Have a good one.
All right.
Wow.
Facebook just asked me how's the quality of your call, and I rated it 5 stars.
Nice.
That was great. That was unexpected.
Thank you.